Hi. Um, so I haven't made a video in a really long time. Months. And I don't really know why. I think just, my life's kind of hectic. I moved, I graduated college, I got a full-time job, crazy shit, I guess, life. So things have been a little chaotic, so it's, you know, no time to make videos, but I'm back, um, which is great, I think. Um, I guess I just wanted to say that I was back, also that I'm living in a new place. I now live in South Jersey after years of living in, I guess, in comparison to where I live now, Northern Jersey and New York. And things are really different. I also live with my boyfriend. We live together, and I'm very happy with that, though I am exceptionally lonely, which has been really difficult. And when I first moved down here, I was having an exceptionally hard time because I just really missed my family and my friends, and being so far away from everything, of course, led me right back to my eating disorder, which is, the age-old friend. It's always there, because it's just, it's just there on the back burner, hanging out. Um, but thankfully, I kind of powered through. I went on vacation with my family. I guess it was a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago now, and I realized how detrimental it was to my family, to my family's having a good time. And I don't think I realized how bad it had become until I went on vacation. I'm not saying that it was anything crazy. I wasn't acting on symptoms or anything, nothing like that. It was just a lot of negative self-talk and just obsessing in my head. And it seems to have really completely turned off since I've been home, which is really great, and I'm doing way better, which is excellent, and I've just been really, really happy. Still lonely, of course, because I'm kind of in a new place without really knowing anyone, and school doesn't start for another month, but I'm happy. I think that my recovery has taken a really interesting and positive turn, um, and that I'm finally accepting that there's nothing wrong with how I look, and my body is fine the way it is, which is something that is really weird to recognize. I think I just looked in the mirror the other day and thought, if I lost weight, I don't think I'd be happier. I don't think I would feel any better about myself, or anything for that matter. If anything, I would feel worse, because I know that if I lost weight, it would be through the wrong means. So that was such a startling realization, to look in the mirror and be accepting instead of, I don't know, hateful, loathing. It's probably one of the first times in my life that I can honestly say that I didn't look in the mirror with contempt and with guilt and sadness. I mean, there were times this summer where I was looking in the mirror and was halfway on my way to tears, and it just has completely turned around, which I'm really thankful for. I think that finally recognizing that I'm not following some weird, magical, mystical path anymore, and, there's no endpoint that I have to reach. I know that sounds weird. I guess, like, in my eating disorder, I always thought, you have to lose this amount of weight, like, by this time, like, I mean, I think we all do it. We set these weird goals for ourselves that are completely asinine and don't mean anything, and I think I just, happened upon that I don't need to do that. Like, that's not relevant anymore. And that just, like, the skies opened, and it was like, ah. And it's so silly to not have noticed that or recognized that before, but I think just knowing 100% that that's just not my life anymore has just made me so much more thankful and grateful and happy and like stupid happy. Like I'm just smiling like an asshole all the time, and I'm more social and more positive, and I know that I have my days and every day is different. I could wake up tomorrow and feel like shit about myself, and I power through it and I check through. And I think that finally I'm understanding that, you know, it really is one day at a time. As much as I hate that, and I hate that phrase, it really is. And it's never gonna be 100% better, and I'm never gonna be the person I was before I had an eating disorder. But maybe that's better, and maybe that's for the best, because I know that I find out new and interesting, crazy things about myself every day. Things that I probably wouldn't have been so attuned to had I never been sick. And I think that I have such a great value for life that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And I'm just incredibly appreciative and happy. Um, so I guess that's really what has been going on in my life. And I guess it's just further proof that even 3 years down the line, there's something new and something great every day, and that it does get better, and that it continues to get better, and that not all hope is lost. Even when you're in the very bottom and in the throes of your illness, there is a light, and it's not a train. Um, there is a way out. Sometimes you just have to find it. So that's really it. I'm sorry that I look silly and pale, but I just wanted to say that I'm back, and I'll try and update a little more regularly. I just really haven't had a chance with my crazy work schedule. But yeah, love you all.